and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed to cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy. On his nose, follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Glendale. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set. Blue, ready?
They'll go again with Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4.
Set. Rail, yellow, black. Next black ultra. Fly smooth. Set.
Lance looking to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Set cut.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Ready.
Lance. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
with the football.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll throw to begin with Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
Purdy, quickly to Ayuk. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They'll work just shy of midfield on second and 9. One of the tight ends in motion right. We'll go play action. Purdy gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Formation for San Francisco.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Red, yellow, cut.
Here's Lance. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Understand?
First and 10.
Cardinals, first down. First
Ready.
and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Lance. A short one here, caught by McBride. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive linemen to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Here now, third and 5. To throw, here's Lance. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Ready, ready. Black, 60 red. 60 red. Green jack. Hut, hut.
To throw is Lance. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Cards first down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. Good blocking to the 15. And he will score! Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, here's Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Matt Wilson in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes Thomas Morstead. And John's a punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Striker, 3-3. Set, fight, white. Ready.
Throwing, Lance. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Tip Ryman, the tight end, was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 45, white. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up.
And he's in! Trey Benson, touchdown, Arizona. Now that's his 2nd touchdown of this run. for the year. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Play action. Here's Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
Purdy now on second down. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way to do it.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Going the out route, and Ayuk has it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on first and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
What's up?
On third down, it's Purdy. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Udy's kick is good. And the 49ers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on.
Now, faking the give. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. intended target. It's second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Trey Benson, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. McCaffrey gonna return it. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Kittle is the man in motion. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On second down, Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Third and short. Purdy. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Hunt.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3.
Set. Set.
Again, it's Benson. And he'll have enough to move the chain. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Hand off, and it's Benson running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Set.
Lance. clear. Pick off by their rookie linebacker.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. And that is incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set. Hang around, son. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
3rd down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
San Francisco.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. That catch number 40 on the season for him. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Back to the air is Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Josh Sweat getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. On 3rd long, Purdy to throw. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
18, watch out.
That is caught by the tight end. George Francisco. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Down.
To throw is Lance. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. Just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
To throw, here's Lance. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Now Lance. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mike my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds.
sing off key, and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick, and away we go in Glendale. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He's able to drive that pile back yard. It's Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Shot, set, ready,
2nd and 8. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. To the air, lands. It's caught by Harrison. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Benson on 1st and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
They give on 2nd to Benson. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here we go. Ready.
They go play action on 1st. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
2nd and 10 now. Here's a screen to Benson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Ready, set.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got McBride complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Ooh, the cookie. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Completed over the middle. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go. Trouble. 38. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Dialing up a pass here on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Working inside the red zone. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Move the chain! Gotta move that chain! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Black shot. Set. Hut. Go. Black. 95. Needle blue. Rail. Yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw Lance. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up third and goal. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
And it's incomplete on third and goal. So we'll pause for an injured player, and yeah, it's as we feared. Man, you hope this is nothing. That's Trey Lance who's being looked at down there. So on fourth down, Cardinals calling on Chad and Ryland to attempt this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hand. The kick by Ryland is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10.
Outside.
Play action now with Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Get set. Get set.
Putting a receiver in motion.
That's up. 21.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's second and 20. Running back sent in motion. Here we go, second and very long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. Rob flat, first down, he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Finds Benson out of the backfield. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
Short pass brought in. Now here he goes, down right sideline. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals making a 9-point advantage. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals making a 10-point ball game. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Isaac Gorindo to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
San Francisco to the line. He's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Pretty throwing here on 1st. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. From the gun is Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Purdy throwing here. Finds him over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Benson on the counter. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones on the mount are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they get out 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. The play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
Into the hands of Harrison. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He's Benson on the give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Set, ready.
Lance. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The window to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. This play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to it. They can do it on the outside. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Purdy setting up that play action. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Again, left side to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he's stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The 49ers trailing in the early going. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Get set.
Purdy on the play action. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Purdy to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Purdy now on fourth down. He's got it to his running back. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers making a one-score game before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached the benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. He's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Gorindo to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
At the 28-yard line.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. Through the second level at the 40. He's all the way into enemy territory, efficient 49. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 15. And a 49er first down.
Purdy on first down. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Watch out!
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties.
And the point after is missed, so this remains a 7-point ball game. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Drill, 52.
The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Our last chance.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Mego, come on, ready.
Throwing his lands. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Trying to find his back, Trey Benson there. So they're left facing third and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. To cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. The kick by Ryland is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
49ers 13.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Fits it through the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throw by Purdy. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Get set, get set.
Here's 2nd and 14. Chased out to his right. Now he'll fire it deep. He's headed back to... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Trouble 38.
Now begin this drive with Benson. They'll couple together a yard there. Brought to a stop there by the 11th pick in the draft this past spring, Michael Williams.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very clean play.
He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Now an inside give to Benson. No questioning on that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The 49ers 27-yard line.
52, blue is straight, yellow, 43. Ready?
From the 27. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they need. Enough to keep this drive moving.
38.
Working inside the red zone. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Ready?
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Anticipating the pass. Defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal.
Zoom black. 10 black. Fly blue. Hut.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. and it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'll bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Luda Baker bringing that one to an end.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
On 3rd down, Purdy connecting on the slant. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
For San Francisco.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
50, 10 cycle.
Throwing now from the gun. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Set.
Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Down. Set.
Lance. He's got a man left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
He's got it on the bootleg. The 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Red, 38. Set.
To the air, Lance. That throw behind his intended target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Come on, set. 45. Watch.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive for McCaffrey. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Looking to his fullback now. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain. Offense in the hurry up here. McCaffrey on third down. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 1 yard. First down.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They strike for 23 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Purdy throwing here. Left side secured by Ayuk. And they make the stop. I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. They're set up at the 35 now. Purdy on first down. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a 49er first down.
49er first down.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Short pass brought in. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To throw again, it's Purdy. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Well, happy to avoid the pick, Brock, but they're still playing behind the sticks here on second down. To the air again. Purdy. He caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Into traffic, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Get set, get set.
They kick the running back in motion. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal.
Watch out! 21.
Running it after the penalty. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Working quickly here. Off the play fake, Purdy. The back grabs it.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Watch out!
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now within 1 score in the fourth. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision. But when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready,
Looking to throw, Lance. Hits him on the out route. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
When you watch the combine, you watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness. Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make the fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the throw.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
here we go, set, cut.
And off to Benson from the gun. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion. It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Lindo to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. On the gun is Purdy. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, Purdy to throw. Escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He'll bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Your work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
3rd and long, Purdy. And this is another incompletion. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Got all of it, and this is good. And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Lance. That's incomplete left side.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ready? Looking to throw. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Come on, set, cut.
Looking to throw. It's caught by Harrison. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Down. Ready.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals up by 6.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Give up the gut to Benson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Set, ready. Edo blitz, 60 red. 60 red.
He'll throw it. It's caught by Wilson. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion.
Now, hang on. They want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand.
Ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
To the left side and wheeled in by Wilson. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Set, hut, hey, red. 30, claws red. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down.
Ready. Watch out now. Black, 45, white. Ready.
He's back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up. This is a very important field goal for Chad Ryland. On the right hash, a 49-yard look. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone.
3-3, red, 38.
We look to throw it. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
The give now to Benson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Drill, 52.
Here he is to throw. He's got McBride complete. Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Trey McBride, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And the Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here.
The Cardinals will
Blue
line up
strike,
for the 2-point
black,
conversion.
95. Set.
And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
35. 49ers 23.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Wingo to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Hut.
The Cardinals working just to kneel out the clock in this victory.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.